We stay in the San Francisco area with the Life Learning Academy, and here to join us are Terry Lynch and Mimi Silbert.
Can you hear me? I'm used to being very loud. There I am. I'm Mimi Silbert, and 33 years ago, I started an organization totally outside of government called Delancey Street Foundation. It's an organization of ex-felons, primarily violent, drug abusers, poor, gang-involved. Actually, we represent all of society's problems. And we've had wonderful successes over the years. The biggest failure I felt we had was because we existed outside of government, we had no effect on public policy. In 1996, our mayor wanted to do something about juvenile justice and came and asked if I would write a juvenile justice plan for San Francisco, and I decided to try to take a leap and take the ideas that we had done with adults and put them directly into all the government agencies that we could bring together. And that was everyone from law enforcement through education, through the judicial system. And then we went into the community and got businesses because, as we just said, it's an issue of economy. The economy matters to everyone's life. So of course it matters to kids who are in gangs and who are third-generation gang members and who see violence as a way of life. And we put everything we could think of together and designed something called the Life Learning Academy for juvenile justice kids who have failed at school, who have been to the youth authority. Most of them are gang members. Most of them are not only drug addicts, but drug dealers. And we made the school really unique by, one, having the students be central to the running of the school. They do not only the mentoring and helping teach, but they mediate most of the crises that might arise. We brought in, the Gap gave us uniforms because we have competing gangs in our school initially, and of course we needed to have them not wear their colors. And then we developed what's now called social entrepreneurism, mostly because we wanted to teach our kids the way to make it in the world is not just with your head and not just with your heart. You have to understand banking and money. And so the kids built a cafe, and they now run it. We brought in the fire department, and they have developed a junior fire cadet program. The police are teaching a junior cadet police program for these kids. We've never had a fight. The statistics are terrific. The kids, every eligible kid has graduated. 80% have gone on to college. They've gone on to careers. But the most important thing is that I'm going to roll it over to somebody who came into Delancey Street as a gang member, juvenile prostitute, a drug addict, etc., got her PhD, and is now the principal of this high school.
Okay, I am the principal, and actually I am a person that every kid that I interview, I tell who I am and where I came from. And basically in my life, however long it's been, over 25 years, when I was on the streets doing all the things that drug addicts do, and the third time that I woke up in the hospital from a heroin overdose with 2 black eyes, I was lucky enough to go to Delancey Street and have my mentor as being Mimi. As a result of all of that, and being able to talk to our kids who come in, how they get up every morning with how they live their lives is beyond me. We pick them up in the morning. They come to our school from violent backgrounds, being in gangs, and they don't fight at our school. They come to our school being surrounded with drugs and crime, and they don't bring drugs to our school. They come to our school with no credits in high school and a 0.0 grade point average, and they graduate from our school, and they take care of each other. And they are so excited when we have all of these people recently that are so interested in us as a school, and they just would talk and talk and talk about how it has saved their lives. Thank you.
Ed Dorn and Lee Shore.
How do you respond to the allegation, and I'm sure you've heard it before, that this is a program for coddling delinquents? That is, in most programs, you want to enforce discipline, you want to enforce schedules. Your program seems a lot more forgiving than other programs for similar youth, and you're doing it at a relatively high cost. By my math, about $17,000 per student per year, which is considerably more than the San Francisco School District spends on kids in regular programs.
It is a high cost, although we eat all our meals there. They eat 3 meals there, and we give them their clothing. We have to transport them because it's on Treasure Island. We take them camping. We take care of them during the summer. We pay them for the jobs that they work at. So a lot of that cost is not simply academic education. It is certainly not forgiving. It is incredibly structured, and responsibility and accountability is kind of the baseline of it. It's a lot easier to have society pay for you while you do time. It's not nice, but it's easier than to get up every day, work. They do community service. They repair bikes for kids. They help seniors. And they face themselves, and they go on to succeed. They're on the average, third-generation gang kids who have given up violence and are now it's not just that they're not violent, it's what they do. They're working, they're in college, they help the police, they do all their benefits for police because a lot of them now want to become police officers. I don't know that that's good.
Lee?
It seems rather clear that Delancey Street is absolutely central both to the operation and the climate of Life Learning Academy. I'm wondering, have you thought about charter schools like this at the other sites where you have Delancey Streets? And have you thought about whether any other organization could partner with a school the way you have and make it as successful?
I'm desperate to prove something that I feel I know from the top to the bottom of me, which is, although we created it because it's something that we've been doing, the idea that things are not either or. It's not either be responsible or be it's everything together. So we helped start that, but I honestly believe that it's replicable by all kinds of people. I mean, when you have the police department, which they came to us wanting a junior cadet program in the school, and we've already been replicated in Alaska. And yes, we can do it in our other sites and probably will, but it's so important to me that people not make it unique. It was initially unique. We thought it up. Let the kids build their school. Nobody's thought of that before, but we didn't have a school. And we didn't have any money to get a school. And San Francisco School District was a mess. And so we got some architects, and our kids built the school. But once you've thought up the idea of everybody coming together, business, community, then I think it's doable by everyone. And that point to me is so important. I don't want to be thought of as unique. We're really good, but I don't think we have to be unique.
Bill Klinger.
I think you've answered the question on replicability. I mean, I think to me, we need to replicate the two of you because you make such an incredible presentation of this program. So I think you
Thank
feel can be
you.
replicated.
You know, we have a graduate, Corey. We wanted, this is what we were desperate to have 3 people, because we wanted to show
Tell us your
that
name.
life is
Who's
a
your graduate?
circle. Corey, please stand up.
Thanks for coming, Corey. You got anything you want to add here real quick? Come on up here. You got anything you want to add? Come on.
Sure, come on up.
Come on.
Quickly, tell them. Kicked out of school for drugs, guns, gangs, and violence. He is now...
In a nutshell, kicked out of school as a freshman for possession of guns, different things like that. Now I'm a dental hygienist. I also have my networking degree and also run 2 of my own businesses. And I am a 3rd-generation gang member, also arrested numerous times before getting to Delancey Street in the Life Learning Academy.
And him and many other graduates show up every school year in September when we start our new kids to talk to them.